Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to Monday Morning Affirmation. This is your affirmation for Monday, June 22nd, 2020. I was about to say 2017 for some reason. I don't know why. But this is your weekly affirmation, sometimes based upon the tarot, sometimes based on my own readings, sometimes based upon my own experiences. Just an affirmation that will get you through your work week. And we do this every Monday morning, so please do like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's affirmation. And it's going to be based upon the tarot again. I really like this deck. It is, oh gosh, you would ask the name of the deck and a link to where you can buy this deck will actually be down below. So please do check this out. But I really do like this deck. It was actually a gift that was given to me from a very dear friend of mine when I acted in A Raisin in the Sun. So I played Bobo in that production, a small yet pivotal role in A Raisin in the Sun. If you've never seen that play, if you've never seen that movie, do yourself a favor. That's all I'm going to say. Especially in these trying times. A Raisin in the Sun, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. A Raisin in the Sun. Do yourself a favor. Find the play itself and read it. If there isn't a local production around you, or find the movie starring Sidney Poitier. And there's also one that Puff Daddy did with Felicia Rashad back like maybe 10, 12 years ago, something like that, when he was in his acting era. I never saw that, but I did see the Sidney Poitier one, and again, in these very trying times, A Raisin in the Sun is so very relevant to what's going on right now. I don't know why that came up. I just thought I would share that with you. And ultimately, it ends hopeful. So let's have hope for the situation that we're going through in our country and in our world right now. So let's get into today's affirmation. It will be based upon this tarot deck, whose name and link will be down below. And the card we're going to work with is the 10 of Coins. There it is, the 10 of Coins. This is the 10 of Coins is a legacy card. It's a card of material wealth. It is a card of saying not only am I comfortable and well off, but my children will be comfortable and well off, and my grandchildren will be comfortable and well off as well. And it's in the reverse position, which tells us that perhaps that stability that we're looking for, that wealth that we're looking for, that legacy of wealth that we're passing on might be a little bit slower getting to us and our families than we expect it to. Sort of like what we were talking about last week, the affirmation that we talked about last week about just, I think this piggybacks on it, because we were talking about just doing something. It was the When You Wish Upon a Star card. We talked about pursuing your creativity, pursuing your passion, pursuing your gifts just for the sake of doing that. And eventually it will turn to something that you can do more often. Notice last week, and please, if you can, go back and look at last week's affirmation. It didn't say anything about you turning it into a multi-million-dollar corporation. At least not yet. At least not yet. And there's a song by Amy Grant, and I love Amy Grant. Love her. If there's one artist on the face of the planet that I stand for, it happens to be, oddly enough, randomly enough, Amy Grant. And she has this song called Overnight, which she sings with her daughter. It is her daughter. I want to say her daughter's name is Sarah Chapman. I want to say that that's her daughter's name, but not 100% sure about that. Me being a stan, I should know all of her kids' names, but for some reason the name escapes me. Anyway, don't quote me on that, but she does sing a duet with her daughter called Overnight. I encourage you to find that music and listen to it. In fact, a link to the music will be down below. And it basically says, if it all happened overnight, there would be no such thing as faith. If it all happened overnight, you wouldn't learn the lessons that you needed to learn. If it all happened overnight, you wouldn't appreciate it as much as you will if it takes you a little bit longer. And I think that that's what this 10 of coins is saying. There may be somebody out there that is working on something that they are just driven about, they are passionate about, that they feel like may not change the world, but it certainly will make the world a better place, or at least make it more tolerable. There may be somebody out there working on that kind of a project, and for whatever reason, it's just not coming together the way you hoped it would come together, at least not yet. The message in that song is, make sure that you know the best things oftentimes take some time. And it's a very powerful song, and it's been running through my head here lately for some reason. Maybe the universe is trying to remind me as well, you know, be patient with these things. Be patient with this channel. Be patient with how you're trying to make things work and make things happen. Be patient. Have faith. If you believe, then you will achieve. And I know that that's really, really corny, and I'm sorry for that little platitude, but it's true. Have faith. Keep the faith. Please keep the faith and keep going. Keep going. People, the most successful people out there will tell you to keep going. Even if things seem bleak, even if things seem like there's no way that they will ever come to light for you, to just keep going, because it will. And this legacy card, the one other thing before we go today is it's important to remember that your legacy isn't just about how much money you leave behind. Your legacy is also about how much love you leave behind. It's very, very true that when people think of you after you are gone, they won't think about how much money you left behind. They'll think about how much love you left behind. And love is free, and love is unconditional. And so I encourage you to pass along that legacy of unconditional love to everyone that you meet. That's it for today. I do readings, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find me at travelingtarot.com. The link again is down below. Lots of links today, but the link is down below if you would like a personal reading from me today. And that's it for today. That's it for this week. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and I hope that it is full of affirmations and unconditional love. I'll see you next week, everyone. Bye-bye.